Alrighty, welcome into this new More Weather Forecast video. My name is Becca Moore. I'm back here in the weather studio. It's been a while since Thanksgiving since we've done a forecast here because it has been pretty quiet, but we do have a big time system that I am watching, the weather community is watching, your local meteorologist probably is watching if you are east of the Rockies because we're going to have rain, severe thunderstorms, and heavy snow. So let's get straight into it looking at our timeline Saturday through early on Monday. So on Saturday, as the system really starts to get going across the central United States, we are watching for that big time severe thunderstorm threat down here into the south. So a place like Memphis, Little Rock, all the way down through Houston, you're going to be under the gun for severe storms on Saturday. Now, a lot of details we're going to have to sort out here. For now, it's not looking like a severe weather outbreak. For now, it's not looking to be very impactful, not too impactful like a severe weather outbreak, but still a threat for severe storms. 15% chance from the Storm Prediction Center right now in that exact location. You still need to be on guard. Continue to tune into these updates and from the National Weather Service and Storm Prediction Center as they update that graphic in the coming days. We're also going to have heavy rain on Saturday in Chicago through Green Bay. Those rain showers in a place like St. Louis, as well as Grand Rapids, and then light snow through International Falls, Minnesota. They're near the border, all the way down through Omaha, Nebraska. That light snow isn't going to be adding up to much, maybe up to 2 inches in some very isolated spots, but most of y'all here in Iowa, Minnesota, and Wisconsin going to be dealing with a trace to an inch. Now, as we go into Sunday, we shift on over to the mid-Atlantic, southeast, and northeastern regions of the United States. We are going to see that wintry mix up here near Cleveland, Columbus, along that Ohio, West Virginia border, up through Erie, Pennsylvania, Buffalo, New York, and Watertown, New York as well. Up here, also heavy rain is going to be an issue, maybe even flooding rains along the southern Appalachian Mountain Range here from Atlanta up towards Bristol, so Boone, North Carolina, through that southern tip of West Virginia. We're going to be having heavy rain pretty much along the whole eastern seaboard all the way up through New York City. Just going to be dealing with a very rainy day Sunday and even into Monday, but most of these areas it's going to taper off by the time we go into Monday. Now these areas over here, so like a place like Binghamton, New York State College, Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, as we go into late Sunday night and into early Monday, it's going to switch over to snow for you guys, a wet snow for you guys as that cold air, that cold front pushes down to the south and to the east. Now here, early Monday, like I just said, we are going to have a switch over to snow in a place like Pittsburgh, Binghamton, New York, Albany, New York as well, and then heavy snow from southern New York, especially not New York City, north of New York City, all the way through northern tip of Vermont. So we're going to have to watch that rain-snow line. This is probably one of the most important things to look at when you are forecasting a snowstorm. Where is that rain-snow line going to be? Because it severely impacts those accumulations. So for right now, we're watching around here, around Scranton, Pennsylvania, around Albany, New York is where we're watching that rain-snow line to be for now. But that can change. If it goes more to the south, you're going to have bigger impacts in Scranton and Albany. If it goes more to the north and west, you're going to have lesser impacts and mainly deal with rain. So that's something to watch. Again, this is all the way through Monday. Sunday, Monday, we're really kind of in La La Land. Not all the way in La La Land, but take some of this with a grain of salt because it's going to change. The model runs are changing, every couple of hours. So just need to stay tuned to these videos and your local meteorologist. Still just going to be dealing with rain along that eastern seaboard, I-95 corridor, Portland, Manchester, Boston, Massachusetts, through New York City and Philadelphia. Just dealing with rain and heavy in some spots. A couple of thunderstorms could be possible. Now, let's get into that severe thunderstorm forecast for Saturday. Like I said, we do have that 15% chance of thunderstorms from the Storm Prediction Center. That was just a copy and paste. I'm not trying to make my own graphics here. I'm just, a 14-year-old weather enthusiast, so that's just from the SPC. Now, this is surface-based CAPE here from Pivotal Weather. Great site to look at models. And we are going to have some of that potential energy here in the atmosphere through Louisiana and extreme southeastern Texas here. It's not a lot, especially the more north you go, you don't have as much of it. So we're going to need a warm nose, a bigger push of this cape, which fuels storms to go a little bit northern, a little bit more north, so we can see more storms. But for right now, this is not a lot of cape. Will it support those storms? Definitely. We're going to have to watch for those severe storms, especially here into Louisiana and into southeastern Texas. That's where I think the bullseye for Saturday is going to be. But again, this changes every model run. I think we will likely see some of this cape push farther north in the atmosphere, a place like Memphis and Little Rock. So still, you got to not let your guard down if you're up there in Arkansas and into western Tennessee. Now here is the jet stream. And we're going to see a strong jet stream bringing up moisture, bringing up that instability. We're going to see instability. So a lot of moisture. We're going to have dew points in place. It's going to be hot. It's going to be humid. So those ingredients are in place. And also we're going to have a low-level jet, and those winds are going to be a little bit more like that. While up here at the higher levels of the atmosphere where the jet stream is, it's going a little bit more like that. So that's going to cause wind shear, which could cause those tornadoes. So tornado threat's going to be having to watch out for. But for now, I'm not going to raise the alarm yet. We still need to go through a lot more details. Again, we're just on Wednesday. This is on Saturday. Just looking at the preliminary details for right now, and this is going to change. I still would not let my guard down from Houston through Memphis into places like central, southern Arkansas, northern central Louisiana, and parts of central and western Mississippi, as well as extreme southeastern Oklahoma. I think we still do have a big-time chance for severe storms, so stay updated here at More Weather. Now, here's the last graphic we're looking at in today's forecast. That is the snowfall forecast from the National Weather Service, from, again, Pivotal Weather. I want to give them credit for this model site. So, National Weather Service usually isn't very bullish, and we're definitely seeing that. Yesterday and the day before, we were seeing big-time snow here in Illinois. That's all gone because the system has moved to the north according to the models, but that can change. So, again, don't take this seriously. Take this with a grain of salt, although this does give us a little bit of details of what the trends are looking like. Less snow here in Illinois, more snow up here into Wisconsin, and still that's not a lot. Up to 5 inches in the UP of Michigan. But for now, we're not looking like a lot of snow in the central United States. Where we really see that big amount of snow is over here into the eastern United States, near Erie, Pennsylvania, all the way through Buffalo, New York, Watertown, New York, where it could get up to a foot in some isolated areas there in that Appalachian Mountain Range, especially down here through West Virginia. So that about wraps up this More Weather forecast video. I'm sorry if I made a few verbal mistakes, all of that. Still getting used to this green screen and the whole deal here. But again, you just need to be prepared for those severe storms on Saturday. Snow from the central United States through the Great Lakes regions over into the interior northeast. Again, the forecast, it's going to change. So stay tuned. Go follow me on Twitter for updates every day. And I will see you soon with more weather.